Is it really possible to learn English in a lazy way? Is there some magical way to improve your English without even trying? I have seen and read many things about how to learn English in this way. So in today's video, let's talk about what people could possibly mean about learning English the lazy way. If you stay until the end, I think you'll have a clear idea about whether or not it's possible to learn English without even studying. So let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is surround yourself with the English language, and you can do this in many ways. For example, you can listen to podcasts or watch YouTube videos. You can watch movies or TV shows, listen to music, or read. And you can also try to engage in conversations with people that speak English. Immersion learning is learning English in the same way that babies do. When you were little, you probably didn't take courses to learn your native language. You just picked it up through context. If someone says, "Bring me that bag," while they're pointing at a bag, after a while, you're probably gonna figure out that they want that bag. And this is what we think about when we're thinking of immersion learning. And through immersion learning, you have two things that you can think about. One is more opportunities for you to engage with English. And then the second thing is that you have an environment that makes you engage with English. If you are able to create these two things, then immersion learning might be a great way for you to improve your English. Now, does this mean that you're just going to go into an English language environment and just start understanding English? Not necessarily. You might be in an immersive environment that is a little too out of your level. So I really think to make immersion learning work, you're really gonna have to focus on reading something in your target language. You're going to have to listen to that podcast, make the effort to really watch that YouTube video, watch that TV show or that movie, and really focus when you're listening to that music and have a goal in mind. And this is gonna lead us to the next step that I often hear people talk about when they say lazy learning. Setting SMART goals can help you stay motivated, and it's also a good way to keep you from being overwhelmed from that long-term goal of becoming fluent in English. SMART is an acronym, and it's going to stand for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and a timely goal. A SMART goal combines all of these to help you focus your efforts and increase the chances that you can achieve your goal. An example of a SMART goal is, I will listen to 1 hour of English content for the next 3 months. This gives you a specific goal that can be measured in a timely fashion. After 3 months, you'll have listened to English content, or you wouldn't have. If you were able to achieve that goal, then what you can do is, from this point, you can set another goal that you can work towards. I already made a video about how to use SMART goals to improve your listening, so check that one out if you want a more detailed look on how you can use SMART goals. Your brain processes information better when you practice in short sessions frequently. So practice speaking every day, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time. And of course, more would be better, so the more that you can speak, the more comfortable you're going to become. If you're learning English, then you're probably going to be interested in speaking to real people at some point. And just like anything that you want to get better at, you need to practice at it. Can you make some time each day to practice speaking? If you can, what you're going to do is start to build up that muscle of being able to use English with real people. Think about how hard it is to really jump into something when you've had no practice at it. You might be unsure of yourself, you might not be able to express yourself in the way that you really want to. So try to speak in English every day. If you are able to, speak to someone in person as much as possible. If you are learning on your own, you can try shadow, which is going to be a good way for you to copy someone else's pronunciation and speaking style and accent. And this is also going to be a great way for you to practice English on your own time, even if you have no one to practice with. Next, how about take a little time out of your day each day and write out sentences in English. To do this first, think about the English that you're going to need the most, and that's where you should start. For example, are you going to be traveling? So what you should do is find out the vocabulary, the phrases that are going to be best for you, and start there first. And you can always expand out from there. If you're working in a hospital, for example, are there some phrases or vocabulary that you definitely need? Really think about it. Make a list and then find out how to pronounce those words and use them naturally in those real situations. Then the most important thing that you can do is get out and try out those vocabulary and phrases as soon as possible. When you have a chance to have a conversation with a real person, you can find out what works, what doesn't work, and what you need to improve on. Also, people don't always behave in the way that you expect them to, so this is going to be a great chance for you to get out there, start reacting, and using English in a real way that's going to stick with you. Do you know someone that is interested in learning English with you? I know for me, for example, when I'm doing something with a friend, it's so much easier to keep myself on track and to keep each other motivated. It can get easy to make an excuse or miss a day when you're working by yourself, but when you're working with a friend or maybe a group of friends, it's so much easier to keep each other on a set schedule. Things are also much more fun when you have somebody that knows what you're going through. Think of it just like a team. You probably have different strengths and weaknesses, so maybe something that you're not so good at, your friend's gonna be able to help you with that, and then you can help them with something that they're not so good at. These are some of the ways that I have seen for lazy learning. In my opinion, although they're all great ways for you to learn English, none of them are lazy, and they do take lots and lots of effort. And if you're not putting in that effort to keep improving your English, you're probably just not gonna be getting any better. If you thought these were some great ideas for you to improve your English learning, how about there's one more idea that you should check out in this video right here. See you.